G'day everyone, I'm Pat from Footy Collectibles. Hope you've been well. Let's get into this week's video. And this is tips and rips for round 11 of the 2025 AFL season. How is it going for you, tips-wise? Last week, ended up with 6 from 9. There was a couple of upsets that were not on the cards that eventuated. So, yeah. Only 6, but it could be worse. Alright, let's get into our round 11 tips. Here we go. Starting on Thursday night, we have Geelong and Western Bulldogs at GMHBA Stadium. Geelong's home game, they're playing pretty well, but so are the Western Bulldogs. So it's going to be a really good game, and if the hype around Bailey Smith is to believe, it could be a bit of a rough and tumble game. So I've gone with the Dogs on this one. I think that little bit of a quip from Bailey will fire them up, the whole team, and I think they will get the chocolates, so to speak. All right, next we got Friday. On Friday we have Essendon and Richmond at the MCG. Bit of a tight one to pick. I've gone with Bombers, but it's no way a shoe-in, is it? They're on and off Bombers, and you never know which type of Richmond you're going to get this year. So I'll stick with the Bombers, but yeah, I don't know. All right, let's move into the Saturday games. We've got Carlton and GWS at Marvel. I've gone GWS on this one. Carlton just look... well, they don't look like a top 8 side, do they? Up and down, but then again, so are GWS. So they're probably evenly matched. But I think GWS just have a bit more quality, and I think they should win this one. All right, next we have Hawthorn and Brisbane at the MCG. Probably the match of the round, I would have to say. They're both coming off losses this week, both Hawks and Lions, but MCG home ground for Hawthorn. Brisbane don't usually play well there, but they have won their last couple games at the MCG, one of them being the grand final. I want Lions to win, so I've gone with Lions this week. So, yeah, no other reason besides that. It could be a toss-up. All right, next we have North Melbourne and Collingwood at Marvel. I think it's probably going to be a bit one-sided game to this one, you would think. North got a win, but very nice. Well done to North, but I think Collingwood should back up and should win this one pretty easily. And then last game on Thursday, we have Freo and Port Adelaide. This is at Optus Stadium in Perth. I've gone with Freo this one. Once again, you never know what type of Freo you're going to get. And same with Port as well. But injuries are starting to catch up with Port now, it seems. And I think Freo should win this one at home. All right, next on the agenda on Sunday, we have Adelaide Crows and West Coast at Adelaide Oval. This one should be a shoo-in for the Crows. West Coast finally got their first win of the year. Well done, boys. But I don't think they will back it up this week. Next, we have Melbourne and Sydney at the MCG. Another tight one to pick. Both teams are pretty similar on the ladder, pretty similar in form. I've gone with the Demons here. I think I don't really know why. I've gone with the Demons. That's my pick. We'll leave it as that. And then lastly, the last game on Sunday, at Marvel we have Saints and Gold Coast Suns, and Suns are flying at the moment, which is probably mean they'll lose this week, but I have tipped them to win. So there we go. That are my round 11 tips for this week. Now, it should be known that this is the second week of Sir Doug Nicholls' round, so a lot of the teams will be using their Indigenous names, and pretty much I think all the teams will be using their Indigenous Guernseys as well. So if I didn't pronounce the Indigenous names, that's because I didn't want to butcher them, and that's pretty much the only reason. All right, there we go. They were the round 11 tips. So let's get into some pack rips. Like always, 5 packs. Let's start with some team coach this week and see what type cards, if any good ones we can get this week. So starting with a couple of silver, Ollie Wines and Harry Mackay. We got Kyle Langford in the blue. Don't mind those. They look alright. Underneath that, we've got an Essendon Zach Merritt in the Scanlons, just the die cut. Moving into pack number 2. We have a Cody Waitman, who's been announced that he'll be out for the full season. Lockie Neal. We do have a Star Powers for Nick Watson. And another Hawthorn card there. And then another Cody Waitman in the Scanlons die cut. So there we go. Yeah, a bit average. Pretty much on par this year for team coach, isn't it? It hasn't been a great year for team coach, unfortunately. It seems like they've dropped the ball. Cards last year, they were very exciting to open and get. But this year, not so much. But that's it. Sometimes you get good, sometimes you get bad. All right, let's move into, this is the Footy Stars base. We have a breakout Elijah Hollins on the acetate. You can see obviously through it. Very nice. And then an Elliot Yeo in the, I forget it, the Luminous. The name escaped me for a sec. The Luminous, just the base. All right, second pack. Footy Stars. Oh, might have shown off. And it is a footy head. So I will take a couple of West Coast cards. We'll take that indeed. And we've got Jake Lever in the Thunderbolt. We'll look at the back of that. It is not a logo card, unfortunately. All right, we have one pack left. This is the Footy Stars Hobby. Let's see if we can grab ourselves a nice numbered card or a nice, I don't know, a nice signature redemption or some sort. That would be a great way to finish off this week. I can see some shiny back there. I don't know if you can just see it just there, but let's see what this pack holds. We've got a Brodie Smith, 250 games. Probably the best. And underneath that, we've got a Jarman Impey and then a Jamie Elliott. So unfortunately, just a plain little base pack, I would call it. So nothing really special on that one. We will look at the back of this. It should be numbered. It is number 28, 240. I'm not sure Brodie Smith's number. It could be a jumper number. Who knows? Let me know in the comments down below. So there we go. That was round 11 of Tips and Rips. Like always, let me know how you're going. If your tips going better than mine, hopefully, because mine are only just average. So there we go. That was Tips and Rips round 11. If you did like the video, give a thumbs up. Besides that, enjoy the footy this week, and I will see you next one. Cheers.